Hello everyone, welcome to Vishesh Educational Videos. In this video, I am giving an introduction to the relational model. Right? I am explaining some concepts related to relational model. So if you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and please don't forget to like the video and please don't forget to share the video with your friends. And also to get the notification of my new videos, please click the bell icon. So let me begin the explanation of relational model. So what is a relational model? First of all, today we are using a relational database. Relational database means the data will be stored in the form of tables. That means the data will be organized in the form of tables. So relational model represents the database as collection of relations. In simple word, I can tell that relational database contains set of tables. Tables are relations. You can see there, this is a one such table. So if you assume that if you are developing a university database, I can store faculty information in one table, student information in one table, right? So here this is the one such table, student table. I can store any number of tables in the relational database. So here so far you should understand that if I say relational database is a collection of relations. Relations are tables one and the same. So that is, table means the data will be arranged or organized in the form of rows and columns, right guys? So that means informally each relation resembles a tables. Table contains records, right? You can see there tuples. Table contains a set of records or tuples. Here how many records are there? Each row represents a tuple or a record. Here how many rows are there? 5 rows. So 5 records, 5 student records you can see there. So that each row can be called as a tuple. Each row can be called as a tuple. And each row, for example, row is a tuple, right? Record. Column is what? Column is a attribute. You can see there. So every column represents the attribute of that particular relation student. Attribute defines the characteristics of the student. So student characteristics was student have a name, student have a SSN, student have a phone, student have address. You can see there. Attributes is going to describe the student. Attributes is going to describe the student. The column in the table represents the attributes. Hope you are understanding, right? And each relation will have a name. Here, what is the relation name here? Student. I told you, course information, faculty table, course table. You can store any number of tables in a database. Suppose, assume that I am developing a university database here, right guys? And also, for whatever the value you are storing for a attribute, right? For that value, the data type is there, right? The data type describing the types of values that can appear in each column is represented by a domain of possible values. Don't get confused here. So for example, whatever the name you are storing, name should have a data type. What is the data type? Name should be in the form of characters. SSN should be in the form of numbers. Home should be in the form of number, like that. So domain. For example, domain means name should be defined with the character from A to Z. Hope you are understanding. Age should be within 15 to 25. Like that, I can specify the domain of values. Right? Now you will understand the domain. So what is domain? A domain is a set of atomic values. Domain is simply a set of atomic values. Atomic values means the values can't be divisible. They are indivisible. For example, right? So every domain will have a data type also along with the values. For example, see India phone numbers. So India phone numbers. Whatever the phone numbers you take in our country will have 10 digits. So this is the domain. I'm telling my value. I'm telling the format of my value. You can see here, I'm telling SSN should be, right? SSN should be 9 characters, 9 digits long. SSN should be 9 digits long. So what is that? My domain. It is a set. Whatever the SSN you have to take, that should be 9 digits long. That is a set. So domain is a set of values. You can see there. Hope you are understanding, guys. In the same way, SSN is a string of digits. Name is a string of characters. Hope you are understanding. Sex, so male, female. You can see there, right? Department code. I can include a code. See, if I say a department can be CMPS, maths, English, physics, like that. This is a domain. Domain is nothing but a set of values. For example, if you want to include the value for that department, that value should be within this set only. CMPS, math, English, physics. It should be within this. Set only. Hope you are understanding. Sorry. Suppose if you want to include chemistry here, you can't. Why? Chemistry is not in the set. That's why if you want to include department code, you can't include chemistry there. Again, GPA. If you want to include GPA, it should be within 0 or 4.0. 0 and 4.0. See, GPA, all the GPAs you can observe here within the 4.0 only. If it's more than that, you can't include there because the set, right, set is defined already. That is the domain. Hope you're understanding, guys. Suppose if you have any doubts, please post your doubts in the comment section. Right? Next, I'm going to explain some important concepts related to this. See here. So what is a relation? Relation schema R is denoted by R of A1, A2, AN. Here R is the relation. A1, A2, AN is the attribute. Hope you are understanding, guys. Here how many attributes are there? 7 attributes are there. 7 attributes. A1 up to A7. R is what? A relation, student. Hope you are understanding. I can denote the relation table like this. Hope you are getting. Right? AN means I can include any number of attributes I want. I can add any number of columns I want. Hope you are understanding, guys. Next, attribute. Attribute is the name of the role played by some domain D in the relation schema. Hope you are getting. Right? Attribute is going to tell about the characteristics of your relation, right? It is going to tell about the characteristics of your relation. So whatever the attribute you take, the values of that attribute will be within some domain only. See, so SSN value I told you, it is a string, it should be within 9 digits, like that. Whatever the value you take for the attribute, that value will be related to domain only. It should be within that domain only. Next, tuple. So tuple is a mapping from attributes to values. Hope you are understanding. It is a mapping between attributes to values. See, if you take one row, it is you can see there attribute is mapped to the particular value. Hope you are getting, guys. Sorry, hope you are getting. Right? What is a tuple? Is intended to describe some entity. Tuple is intended to describe some entity. Right? So you can see there. If you see the record, you can see, you can tell that Benjamin Bayer is a student. You can tell that. This row is going to define that student Benjamin Bayer. Hope you are understanding. Next, what is the degree of a relation? This is very important. The number of attributes in a relation is going to tell the degree of the relation. For example, in this table, right? How many attributes are there? 7 attributes are there. So what is the degree of this student relation? 7. So degree is nothing but the number of attributes in the particular relation. So what is the degree of this student relation? 7. Getting, guys? Next, what is a relational database? I already told you. Relational database is a collection of relations or tables. I told you already. So what is a relation state? So relation state means, right? So set of values that are present in the table within the time. For example, so relationship state means what? It is a set of values uh, at any point of time. It's a set of values that are present in the table or a relation at any point of time. For example, this is one relation state. You can see there are these are the values. Suppose, see, if you change any value here in this table, then it will become another state. That's why relation state means it is a set of values at any point of time in the relation. Whenever you change the values, the state of the relation or the state of the table will change. Getting, guys? If you remove Benjamin Bayer, only 4 rows will be there, right? Then it will become one state. If you remove 3 values, then the data will be different, right? Then it will become one state. Database changes happen, so again status database state will also change. Hope you are getting right, guys. So that's it, guys. Hope you understood the concepts. If you have any doubts, please post your doubts in the comment section. Thank you for watching the video.